Imagine being one of the most beloved actresses of your generation, winning millions of fans and million-dollar contracts, and suddenly seeing all of that threatened, not only by your own choices, but also by your family's controversies. That's exactly what is happening with Esther Yu, a star of Chinese dramas who is now facing one of the biggest crises of her career. Today, we're going to tell in detail how Esther Yu's name became entangled in family scandals, accusations of corruption, public displays of luxury, and a wave of criticism that could jeopardize everything. Who is Esther Yu? Esther Yu, also known as Yu Xiyuan, was born into a wealthy family linked to the steel industry. She studied in Singapore, gained prominence after participating in the show Youth with You 2 in 2019, and quickly became one of the most popular actresses of her generation. Esther Yu has made many people fall in love not only with her striking personality, but also with her standout roles in various successful dramas. She charmed audiences as the sweet Zhao Lanhua in Love Between Fairy and Devil, captured hearts and showed her more youthful and inspiring side in Skate into Love, and even took us into a world full of magic and romance in Love Game in Eastern Fantasy, among others. With her childlike voice, cute style, and roles in hit romances like Love Between Fairy and Devil, Esther won a legion of fans and became a true darling of the Chinese media. But that same sweet and innocent image is now clashing with the scandals that emerged in 2025. The video that sparked the controversy. It all began with an apparently harmless video. Esther appeared in a luxury store alongside her father, Yu Pijie, buying expensive items and paying in cash. The problem is that netizens quickly remembered her father is under a high consumption restriction order, a measure applied to debtors in China. He owes more than 15 million yuan, and legally cannot spend on luxury goods, neither for himself nor through others. In other words, that scene raised suspicions that the family was trying to circumvent the law. The new scandal, father and grandfather in the crosshairs. As if that weren't enough, in May 2025, another scandal broke out. This time, involving not only Esther Yu's father, but also her grandfather. According to reports, her family allegedly benefited from multi-million-dollar transactions in the steel industry, involving up to 1.5 billion RMB in deals. Her grandfather, Yu Xiyuan, was vice president of the Steel Association and an important figure at the state-owned Xinyu Steel Group. Her father, Yu Pijie, headed the private company Huashang Mining, which allegedly supplied goods to the state-owned company at extremely high values before ceasing operations. Media and netizens began speculating about a possible conspiracy with authorities, raising suspicions of illegal practices such as misappropriation of resources or transfer of interests. However, the actress's supporters argue that the grandfather was already retired before part of these transactions. There is no concrete evidence of irregularities so far. Many deals were common practice in the sector at the time. Even so, the damage to Esther's image was done. Her surname became directly associated with corruption and financial scandals. A turbulent family history. It's worth remembering that this is not the first time the Yu family's name has appeared in controversies. Her father has already been involved in contractual disputes, and in a case of a 37.8 million RMB loan charging interest above the legal limit, which constitutes usury. Several of his companies have been blacklisted by authorities for breaching contracts and owing millions. And even with a family fortune estimated at 40 billion RMB, Yu Pijie has always carried the reputation of a controversial businessman. The weight of Chinese law. In China, if a person in this debt condition deliberately avoids payment and continues living in luxury, it can be considered the crime of refusal to comply with a court order, with a sentence of up to 7 years in prison. Suddenly, the actress was no longer seen merely as an obedient daughter. The public began to question whether she might be complicit with her father in a case that could even have criminal consequences. The immediate impact. The reaction was devastating. Esther lost more than 700,000 followers in just 1 week. She was nicknamed Debtor's Daughter and Moral Accomplice. Many demanded that she should use her fortune to help pay her father's debts. The worst part is that Esther remained silent. While other artists usually apologize or issue statements, she did not make any official comment. This silence was seen as arrogance and further fueled public anger. The result for Esther was immediate. A drama she was about to film already had its shooting postponed indefinitely. Fashion and beauty brands are reevaluating contracts with her. Her social media accounts faced temporary restrictions, as if her image had been frozen. What weighs the most, however, is the collapse of the image she built. For years, Esther was marketed as the innocent, cheerful, and pure girl. Now, her public figure is tied to terms like luxury, debt, corruption, and arrogance. The weight of Chinese culture. In China, an artist's reputation is linked not only to their actions, but also to those of their family. The concept of collective responsibility makes relatives' mistakes directly impact celebrities' careers. That is, even if Esther hasn't committed any crime, merely being associated with these situations is enough to trigger a wave of cancellation. The future of Esther Yu. What will become of Esther's future? Some believe she can recover, as other celebrities have. But at the moment, everything indicates her career may enter a prolonged hiatus. If she decides to speak openly and address the accusations, she may regain some of the public's trust. But if she remains silent, she risks being slowly forgotten by brands, drama producers, and even fans. A brilliant career can be jeopardized not only by personal choices, but also by family shadows. And in the end, the big question remains. The case of Esther Yu is a reminder of how extremely fragile fame is in China. An entire career can be shaken not only by one's own choices, but also by family actions. And in Esther's case, the question remains: will she be able to rebuild her image? Or will this be the turning point that puts her trajectory on hold? Did you know that a big part of the people who watch our videos still aren't subscribed to the channel? So if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and come be part of our drama-loving community. A sincere thank you to our channel members. Your support truly makes all of this possible. If you enjoyed the video, please comment below, subscribe, like, and share with other drama fans. See you in the next video.